you raise your thermostat during that cooling season, you save 2 to 3% on your cooling. So
Oh, wow.
it's a great place to start. You can also use ceiling box fans to help you feel up to 4 degrees cooler without having to adjust the thermostat. Just remember that fans are cooling people, not the room, so be sure to turn the fan off when you leave.
That's a great point.
Close your blinds during that hot part of the day to help keep the heat out. Close your blinds when you're leaving the home or when you're out of the room to help reduce that consumption as well. And then also do laundry and other things that bring heat into your home, like your dishes, during the early morning or late evening hours rather than the hottest part of the day. It's also great to just completely keep the heat out of the kitchen. So especially for dinner, if you can use the barbecue grill or keep that heat out of your house during that high heat time, that's helpful as well.
Okay, but unless, like you're mentioning, maybe a cold salad, which is not only good for energy consumption, but for your health as well, which is great, right? We can all use a little more greens opposed to maybe making a hot casserole in the oven during the summer, which really doesn't sit on the belly well anyway when it's hot outside.
Keeping that heat out of the kitchen.
Yes, keeping that heat out. And what other tips do you have?
You can also just help your system run more effectively and efficiently by changing your air filter. We recommend you do that at the onset of the cooling system. And then also your outside condenser unit. You can also make sure that there aren't any leaves or debris around it to help that run optimally. And those things are going to help your system last longer as well as run more energy efficient.
Yeah, that's great. And the last thing we want to deal with too is a system that is breaking down during the heat. So that in itself is going to be a huge cost. So if we can stay on top of the maintenance, that just like you mentioned, really helps with money in the long run, and then also helps with the energy consumption too. But let's talk about vacation, because we all plan on doing vacation at least at some point, or even just like an extended weekend, right?
Sure.
Away from the home. So what do we do when we leave the home to make sure that we're keeping our home comfort, but also the energy consumption in mind?
Yes, you can start by turning the lights off. Use LEDs for your lighting when possible. And then you can also, if you'd like the added security, you can use timers or smart bulbs to help provide that look of being home while you're away for safety. You can also look at just around the home, unplugging small appliances or things that aren't going to be used that can both reduce the fire hazard and that helps reduce your energy consumption 24/7. Of course, I have to mention the thermostat, because there's a great opportunity to reduce your energy consumption by turning the thermostat off or raising it while you're away from home. And you can use a smart thermostat if you have one to adjust that temperature to get it to the setting you want it to be when you return home with that app on your phone if you have it. And we offer incentives for smart thermostats as well if you're looking at making that.
I love smart thermostats. I think they're brilliant. They're not just smart, they're brilliant thermostats. Are there any other ways that we can keep in mind monitoring our energy while we're away?
Yeah, so you can use your My Account at idahopower.com's website, or we have a new mobile app. So you can download the app and you can pay your bill, monitor your energy use, and check outage statuses through our new app. And you can go to idahopower.com/app to learn more about that.
Wonderful. Okay, great. So you have shared with us a nice big list of options for us to not only find a way to stay cool, but also keep our energy consumption in mind. I can only imagine how we're going to be able to watch our bottom line, how much it's costing us if we are able to follow through with all of them, right? It's so simple and so easy. I do like to keep my shutters open, though, I have to admit, Danielle, for natural light in my home, but you and I were talking about that off air, and if I turn off my lights, though, that will reduce my energy consumption, and then I am maximizing on natural light during the day.
You've got it.
So that itself does kind of balance it out. So I like how this is not, it's not, steadfast. It is customizable as need be for someone. So just kind of look at where you can balance out what you need in your home to make sure that you're comfortable, but also that you're keeping energy usage in mind, because that, in the end, protects the planet and helps all of us. Where can people go for more information?
We have more information and tips and information about our programs at idahopower.com/save.
Wonderful. idahopower.com/save. Danielle, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us here on Idaho Today. We greatly appreciate you being with us today, and also go to our social, Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you back here at 12:30 tomorrow on Channel 7 for Idaho Today.